live?
Are we live? We're live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Well, you know what? Papa Jim was able to reset the wireless, the Wi-Fi,
The
the router,
Yeah.
because we had Winter Storm Izzy blow through last night, and we've not had internet all day.
Nope.
It has been a quiet day here on the farm because we've had no internet at all. And seriously, just maybe 10 minutes ago,
I just saw it come up.
we heard a chime on one of the devices. It's like, wait a second, do we have internet? And sure enough, we have internet. So apologies if it skips out on us, but for now we have internet after that storm. And messages are starting to come through finally. So Winter Storm Izzy blew through last night. We didn't get a lot of snow, but we got a lot of blowing snow. And I'm not kidding, when we look out at our door, there's a 4-foot drift up against the door, but there's parts of the yard where there's no snow at all because it all blew.
Yeah, I don't know what the snowfall count is. The town to the south of us, which is about 15 miles, the airport there said it had just over 9 inches. Yeah. So I'm sure we had accumulation, but the wind blew so hard that literally there's spots that have no snow at all.
Yeah. You know, there are some places that say, oh, we got a foot of snow, and they legit get a foot of snow and it falls straight down. The snow was horizontal yesterday. Starting around 2 o'clock, it started blowing. It snowed all day, but 2 o'clock is when it started blowing, and it was sideways. And we actually had snow in the house where it blew through the finest little cracks of a door. We had just had little piles of snow. So we've been up and out, and Papa Jim has done a lot of the shoveling, got the cars out. He almost didn't get the one car out because it just had so much snow blown up against it. Almost didn't get it out.
But the snow was blown up as high as above the door handles.
Yeah.
Around the cars.
So when you walk around where the cars were, there's big piles of snow that's, door handle deep, where the cars were just like surrounded in these big snow drifts. So hello, Stuart's Prepping. Hello, Tiny Timposy. Hello, Brenda Baker. She just had a few flurries, but they're getting 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so it feels like 9 degrees. I don't know what the temp was yesterday. We were below zero.
Yeah. Well, the temp was warmer yesterday than it was this morning because it was about 18 degrees difference between yesterday and today. So it was warmer yesterday than it is today.
Well, today it's sunny, which means that the cloud cover's not keeping all of that warmth down. It's like a blanket of warmth. So, hey, hit me up with something there. We're warming up. We've been outside. Can you hit me with some whipped cream there,
no.
Papa Jim?
Are you old enough?
Am I old enough to have some of that? I don't know. Pop the top again.
Oh.
So we're going to have some cocoa. This has very little sugar in it, so I can have it. I got quite a bit of it, I guess.
You've been good all week, I'm sure.
I've been good all week. He's been good all week.
We can't go to Applebee's, so.
And with the whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing our little spinny wheel for our cupcake. So we have that ready, but I do want to tell you, we don't know, of course, what we're going to get. Whipped cream is the best, LP says. We don't know what's going to come up on our spinny wheel of money. And since we had a storm yesterday, I didn't get to go to the bank. So we'll see if we have enough money to even stuff in the cupcake this week. We do have it pulled out.
We may have to put IOUs in it.
Like Dumb and Dumber, where they did the IOUs for the $1 million. Oh my gosh. And we also have our piggy bank. So we do have some change and a little bit of
my IOUs are as good as cash.
They're as good as cash. Good deal. He says that if he drinks out of his sock monkey.
I can't drink out of it because the whipped cream's going to get me up the nose.
Why'd you put so much? Harley's sitting next to him. Can you guys see Harley? There he is. He says, I want some whipped cream.
Watch this.
Oh, he's going to put it on his nose.
My poor old dog.
So, I do want to tell you that we've been looking at more locations for our little spinny wheel for our destination once we put all of our money into the cupcake for stuff in our cupcake trip fund. And I think I want to talk today about Mount Rushmore because Mount Rushmore is going to go on our spinny wheel. It may be our first adventure out. We'll have to see. I don't know if we're just going to pick it and go, or are we going to spin and see where we go? Because Mount Rushmore was kind of the first ones that we came up with. But here's my issue. There's not a lot to do at Mount Rushmore. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave some suggestions what there is to do around Mount Rushmore. I was thinking, I don't know how many days we're going to plan this, but if we get out there, maybe stay a couple days at an Airbnb, we will stop by and see Yogi Hollow Farm. I did see that there's a place, Papa Jim, where we can rent quads and maybe go up into the Black Hills and take a little quad expedition. Maybe we'll take a little picnic and get some quads, not go too crazy. I'll have to make sure I get a shot in this hand. This will be my accelerating hand,
Yeah,
but it's hurting.
We might get a couple of mules.
A couple of mules. Like with little engines in them, or mules? Like donkey mules?
Like donkey mules.
Oh, I don't want to do that to that poor thing. That would be terrible. Crazy Horse. Yes, we want to go to Crazy Horse. That was one of the things we were looking at. I was really surprised that Crazy Horse is not completed. But we would go there. The Badlands, we do see that there's the nature loop where you can drive to see the buffalo and see the prairie dogs. My thing is we've seen buffalo and we've seen prairie dogs. And so it'll be nice. But what I'm looking for today is I want to know if there's a second, maybe we need to make Mount Rushmore part of a part 2 trip where maybe that's our ultimate destination, but somewhere between Des Moines, Iowa, and Mount Rushmore, maybe there's something else we need to stop and see. Something we need to see and do.
Isn't there like Silver City or something? Or
there's Rapid City, South Dakota.
No, I thought there was like a mining town.
A mining town. Silver City, New Mexico. So if there's something in between Des Moines and Mount Rushmore that you guys know about, kind of let me know. Hello, Jessica's Dumpster Girls. Welcome. Yossi's in the house. Hello, Denise.
Is Yogi
you were shoveling snow.
You see Yogi?
I've not seen Yogi, but I've seen Yossi. Yossi's here. So I don't know. I want to think if there's something else. I personally like to do things like driving off the beaten path and going 40 miles out of the way to see the biggest ball of twine or something, or a house of mud. Or I remember one time when I drove with the boys, we stopped at like one of the first Pony Express little sod houses. If there's anything like that anybody knows about, I like seeing things like that. So I just kind of want to talk about Mount Rushmore a little bit. Let's see where we're going to go. I want to know what there is to do, where we're going to stop.
I thought there was like something Silver City, or I know that there was something out there.
There's something out there, he says.
It's like a mining town or something.
I did tell Papa Jim that I found out that there's this really neat place in Wyoming. Maybe we should also plan a trip to Wyoming. But he never did ask me where I was talking about. Where do you want to go in Wyoming? He never asked.
Where do you want to go in Wyoming?
Watch this. I heard that Jackson Hole is a great place to go.
There you go.
He didn't give the reaction I was hoping for. Jackson Hole. My brother-in-law used to live in Jackson Hole. He talks about it all the time. And so we've been talking about Jackson Hole, fun things. Okay, the Custer State Park, there's waterfalls.
Does anybody know the mining town?
Spearfish. Are there mining towns he wants to know?
I thought there was a mining town.
Maybe a fish hatchery to go see. I don't want to fish, but I like seeing fish hatcheries or something unique. Places to mine. I did see that there's the Wall Drug, like the world's largest drugstore or something. And
yeah, is it
okay? But I don't know. Maybe drive to a place a little further and back through Mount Rushmore. That's the thing. We don't know how much farther we want to go out, Yossi, because it's already going to be several hours just to get there. We just don't know yet. Hello, Rochelle at Brampton Gardner.
Hey, is it Deadwood?
Deadwood. Is he thinking of Deadwood?
Is it Deadwood?
Maybe it's Deadwood.
My inner cowboy western is coming out.
Is that coming out? So is there Deadwood up there, guys?
Deadwood,
not word. Deadwood.
Oh, wait, you hear that?
Wah, wah, wah. I think that deserves a handful of change into the penny bank.
Right. Yeah, I'll hold the bank.
You hold the bank. So we're going to put in a quarter.
On this side. Is that a quarter?
There's 25 cents. Here's another quarter.
I got this painful onion on my...
50 cents. No, I'm not going to rub that for you. Here's another quarter. There's 75 cents. There's another quarter. There's $1. One more. $1.25.
Put your penny in.
And just for the heck of it, let's put a penny in. So if you guys have not watched our earlier cupcake cash stuffing videos, we've got this fun little bank. And as we put money in it, it's keeping track. It's telling us how much money we've got in here. And when we take our trip, this is going to be to get, drinks along the way or just little tchotchke things, whatever.
If gas prices keep going up.
If gas prices keep going up, we're going to need it for that. But here's the trick. We know how much is in it, but do you know how much is in it? When we get to the end of our 26 weeks, look, it's starting to stack up in there. When we get to the end of our 26 weeks, we're going to have a contest. Whoever guesses the closest without going over will receive Wascoey Wabbit will receive a gift. And it might be a gift card. It might be Country Mama merch. It might be one of these banks. Who knows? We'll see.
Would somebody want some swag from Snap-on?
Swag from Snap-on?
Yeah. All, like God, who wouldn't want something like a dustpan and...
A dustpan?
Snap-on?
That's what the boys got for Christmas, was a Snap-on dustpan and little broom. All right. Mom's on the phone. So as we add to that, watch the videos, go back and see how much we put in. We're never going to tell you how much is in there, but we'll tell you what we put in every time we put a quarter or a nickel or something, and we'll say it. So you can add it up so you can win the prize at the end of the 26 weeks. So you guys are here for us to spin the spinning wheel. Where is that iPad?
Right.
Don't move. Oh, I thought I felt something. I have the spinning wheel that we put up on my my laptop, but since we didn't have internet, I wasn't able to pull it up in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. I kept the one on the iPad. So we're going to keep that. We're going to open that one up and we'll do our first spin. So let's see how much we're going to stuff into the cupcake for our trip fund today. We're going to do the savings wheel that's 1 through 50. Let's turn the music up a little bit. Do you want to do the honors and push the button? And I'll hold it up.
You ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3. There it goes.
What are we going to get, guys? You're going to see it before we do. Oh, a commercial came up. I don't even know how much it was. Now we have to wait for the commercial. How much was it, guys? How much was it?
What is that?
$5.
Is that what it was?
That's what it is. $5. I don't think we're having any trouble putting money in the bank today.
It must have known that we couldn't make it to the bank.
It knew we didn't make it to the bank, so we got little denominations of money. Grab that cupcake, Grandpa.
Grab that cupcake. Here, I'll hold the cupcake.
You hold all stuff. Open wide, cupcake. $5 going in. All right. So that's just one out of 2 spins that we'll be doing. I know, Yossi. Boo. was hoping for a little more than $5. That's not going to get us very far.
No, that's just over a gallon of gas.
I know. Keep it much longer by the end of the summer. It might
We'll
be
have to.
not enough for a gallon of gas.
We'll have to take the moped.
We'll be like Dumb and Dumber. I'll be hanging on to the back. We'll have snotsicles. I'll say I have to go, and he'll tell me go ahead, and I'll just let it go because it's warm. All kinds of fun stuff. You know, Aspen is on our list, by the way.
It is.
It is on the list. We don't know if we'll be going at this time, but
I think aren't we teetering between two places?
We're teetering between a few places.
Oh.
I think our top 3 are going to be Mount Rushmore. That's one. Mackinac Island in Michigan. That'll be 2. And that will be nice because, and that's going to be at least a 2-day drive up and a couple days back because that's 10 hours away, even though it's less than 700 miles. But we've never seen the Great Lakes before, so we'll get the chance to see a couple of the Great Lakes. I want to take a pirate ship over to the island and then get on the island and do all of the fun activities. I even think it would be fun to rent a bicycle built for 2.
The only way I'm doing a bicycle built for 2 is it's got to be side by side. It ain't being tandem.
Oh, I hope. Oh, if they have. Okay, you heard that. If we go there and they have the little side by side bicycles, we can do a bicycle built for 2.
What are you talking about side by side? I'm talking about the one you sit next to each other.
Yeah, where you sit next to each other and pedal.
Not the booze cart where everybody sits down. Have you seen those?
Oh, I've seen those. If they have a booze cart, I'll do that too. I'll do a booze cart.
I will not do a tandem.
Why won't you do a tandem bicycle?
Because there's a story to that.
There's a story?
Yes, there is.
I think they're romantic.
I think in about the year of 1990 something. Was it 90? Let's see here. Let me think here.
When did we go? I think it's 1995.
Yeah, because it wasn't really our 10th.
It was our 12th anniversary.
It was our 12th anniversary. We went to Catalina Island off of the coast of California, Long Beach. Mm-hmm. And on our little getaway and renewing our vows, we rented a tandem bicycle.
It's so romantic to do a bicycle built for 2.
To know the area is up and down hills.
Mm.
And so I'm pedaling. I'm going, my God, this is tougher than I thought. And so I'm huffing, and I kind of look down and back, and her feet, the pedals on this bike was like a 10 speed. Where you could ratchet it, but then you could stop and then it would coast. And I'm pedaling and I look back and her feet aren't moving. And I look back behind me and she's just sightseeing.
We tried with me in the front so then he could keep an eye on me to see if I was pedaling, but I couldn't. It was too much for me to try to do the handlebars.
Because she kept looking.
So anyway, there's just too much weight on the bike for me to handle.
So now...
He won't do a tandem bike with me, but I like what Grace and Fire says, recumbent. So yes, where we're going to sit side by side, we will look to see if we can get those in Mackinac Island. Bald eagle.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Big old eagle.
Oh, I wish you guys could have seen that. We just had a bald eagle buzz the farmhouse. It couldn't have been more. How tall do you think those trees are? 20, 25 feet? And it buzzed the top of the trees?
Yeah, I hope they're not going after chickens.
Oh, I hope they're not going after our chickens now. Yeah, we just got bald. We got bald by a beautiful buzzed eagle.
We got balded by a buzzed eagle.
Yes. He may have been buzzed because he's flying so low. But we just got buzzed by a beautiful bald eagle. Oh my gosh.
Big wingspan.
Big. That was exciting. I wish you could have seen that. Yossi says we need to save for 2 years and come to Israel. Couple of problems there. That would be nice. We would have to up our passports. We do not have our passports up. They
expired 2 years.
They expired, so we will need to do that.
Anywhere, so we didn't do them, but we probably should have.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. I hear Israel is absolutely beautiful. And I have another friend on Instagram that she lives in Tel Aviv, and Tel Aviv looks like it's a very exciting place to be. Lots of nightlife, lots of neat things to see. So we'll see. We'll put that in our bonnet. But so we're talking about Mount Rushmore, which were, $5 a spin. That's not going to add up to very much.
Might get you a
Mackinac
keychain.
Island, huh?
A keychain, Mount Rushmore keychain.
It'll get us a Mount Rushmore keychain. And then
Mackinac Island.
Mackinac Island,
Mackinac Island,
which
and
we'd have to figure out how to drive and maybe stay at an Airbnb one night, then drive up, go to the island. Come, I don't know. I think it's expensive to stay on the island, but that would be kind of fun. But I don't know. We'll just kind of find fun things to do. The other one we're looking at is Branson, Missouri. And so we've been looking at more fun things to do in Branson, Missouri. So I think, like, if somebody said, okay, pick which one you want to do first, I'd probably at the moment pick Branson. But he wants to go to Mount Rushmore, which is his first choice. So I think we might put it on a spinning wheel, or I might just be gracious enough to say, let's go to Mount Rushmore more for our first time out. So we will see. But I know there's going to be more that's going to be coming up that's going to catch my attention and say, oh, maybe we need to go there.
Yeah, it's Mount Rushmore. That's in the Black Hills, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, do they actually have the Black Hills where you can actually see not so much of their Black Hills, but I mean,
yeah, all up in there are the Black Hills.
Okay.
So that's where
I want to be able to say that I've been to the Black Hills.
Yes, you will have been to the Black Hills, and maybe we could even go up a little bit more. Ooh, I want to.
So
we need to go find where Paul Bunyan is in Brainerd.
Yeah. So one of the very first things, jewelry that I bought her was from Black Hills.
Black Hills Gold. Yeah.
When we were teenagers.
Yep. Yeah. Doesn't fit anymore.
I saved up all my monies and got her a little.
And now I don't wear jewelry. I think you got me I don't know if the unicorn was the unicorn.
The unicorn pendant was the very
unicorn
first thing
pendant. Yep. So, and it's
I
in
still
the
don't
safe.
have a finger anymore because they cut my finger up.
He's so funny. So we could see about where Paul Bunyan and his Babe the Blue Ox.
Now that would be pretty cool.
Because we've already seen the Jolly Green Giant.
Which we probably need to do a video of that.
We need to go back to see the Jolly Green Giant do a video. And we need to do a vlog. Oh gosh, we need to do a vlog and go find all the little sprouts. They're in the town where the Jolly Green Giant statue is, this big giant one. They have the little Jolly Green Giants, the little sprouts, all around the town, and you kind of go on a scavenger hunt and find all of the little sprouts. We need to do that. We also need to go back up to Walnut Grove again, because we went not last year, but I think it was the year before. Or was it this last year?
No, it was the year before.
We went to Walnut Grove, where Little House on the Prairie, Laura Ingalls, where she actually lived when she was little. We actually went on the banks of Plum Creek. We saw where their little dugout house was, where they lived when they first moved there.
Her childhood friend.
We surprised my friend. We took her up there. And I actually had flowers from the field. I had dead flowers. I was going to do the seeds so I could plant the seeds here. And then I didn't get to keep those. They got destroyed before I was able to get them planted. They got yucky. So I want to go up again so I can have flowers from the shores of Plum Creek, where Little House on the Prairie, where Laura Ingalls lived when she was little. And we need to do that again so that I can have some flower seeds to plant here on the farm. So we're going to do that. I'd like to maybe look at something, I don't know, in Wisconsin. I know there's the Wisconsin Dells, but I think that's a little bit too much touristy, and I'm not into water parks.
And even
but
though
there might be something.
Even though I don't say it scares me, it concerns me of Chicago, but I really would like to go to Chicago and have an authentic Chicago pizza pie.
Ooh, okay. Then what we need to do is we need to go by train.
Yeah.
So we're not driving the roads. We need to go by train to Chicago, because I'd like to go to Chicago. We've never been to Chicago. I like wine. Wine does not like me. I get the headaches from the sulfites. But we like to go to wineries. We like to stay at wineries.
Well, you can have a little bit of that non-sulfated wine.
If it's a honey-based wine, I can have it. If it's fruit-based, I get that. Yeah, a little bit.
You don't want to get her all flickered up.
You don't want to get me schnockered up. But I think, another thing I thought of last night, I thought of this, and now that I mentioned Little House on the Prairie, I want to go down to Missouri, where Laura and Almanzo lived in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to visit there. So that might be something we get to do either during the Branson trip or in addition to the Branson trip.
How many people know that the like Mom and Pa Eagles and stuff and like Little House on the Prairie and stuff, that they weren't always just in one spot.
No, they weren't. They lived all over. They even lived in Iowa for a short time.
Yeah.
They lived in Iowa. They lived in Minnesota. They lived in South Dakota. Ooh, when we go to South Dakota, we can go where the Ingalls lived in South Dakota. And actually, I think...
Did they make it to Missouri, you said?
I think that's Minot, South Dakota. Or I don't know if it's North Dakota or South. I think it's South Dakota, Minot, South Dakota. Did they make it where?
To Missouri?
Yes, not Ma and Pa. Ma and Pa did not make it down to Missouri. Laura went down there. But we can do that then. We can see where they lived.
See where they lived there.
That we can include that in the Mount Rushmore trip. See what happens when we all get together and think. I'll have to come back later and finish this video. You got company. Thank you for stopping in, Brenda. I appreciate it. Grace and Fire says, there's an amazing winery in Wisconsin that I send people to all the time. If it has ambiance and neat things, I don't have to go just for the wine. I can go just to be pampered and enjoy the scenery. I like things like that. But wine gives me terrible headaches. And when I have mimosas with champagne, I enjoy them so much. And then I pay for it the next day because I forget about the sulfites. Branson trip, Baker Creek seeds not too far. Oh, the Baker Creek seed. I got my seed catalog right here. Baker Creek. Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. These are things to add up. There are some pretty neat things that I've been finding down in Branson. I think I discussed, was it during coffee time? I know I discussed it with Grace and Fire, and also I discussed it with Ann from the Ann Lynn Show. Papa Jim does not know that I have something planned for a trip when we go to Branson. If my longtime friend Debbie and her husband Michael come up, because she has started her own piñata challenge. She's stuffing a pretzel jar. If they decide to go on the trip as well and meet up with us, I have a special treat planned. He doesn't know about it. I'm really looking forward to it. Baker Creek is on Grace and Fire's wish list to go to. Hello, Red Road Homestead. So you know what? Just because somebody gave us that great idea about Baker Creek, and we're thinking now Little House on the Prairie stuff, let's put some money in our piggy bank. You ready? So here's 5 cents. Here's 25 more. You should see our little dog looking at it. He's like this. He thinks it's a treat.
He thinks it's his treat jar.
Look at him. He's like, where's the treats? Where's the treats? I know there's something going on. Here's a penny.
He's like 90% blind.
He is. Look at him. How cute. He thinks it's a treat.
And now I noticed that his hearing's going a little bit too.
Here's another quarter. I almost didn't say it. Here's a penny.
He's the old man.
Here's another penny.
Well, you're putting a lot of change in there.
Here's a dime. I've been sweeping the floors and finding stuff all over the place. And here's another penny.
We've been shaking the dogs down for loose change.
Harley's like, I know I hear that jingle. That's my money. You can't kid me. You can't tease me. All right, let's do our second spin.
All right.
I'm happy that we're on the track of, if we go to Mount Rushmore, we can stop off and see some Little House on the Prairie stuff.
Yeah.
Because
well, I mean, see, there's so much more to do.
There is. We just have to think of what it is. We need feedback so we know what to look for. And Grace and Fire, message me on Instagram. Tell me about the winery, because I'd like to know that. Because like I said, I don't have to drink the wine. I can enjoy other things as well. All right, let's find our savings wheel, 51 through 100. Papa Jim's going to spin it. I'm going to hold it up.
1, 2, 3.
What are we going to get? I can't see it. Oh, a commercial again. Darn it. Why does it do that?
I think it said $10.
It did not say $10. $81.
Whoa.
So we're going to take $81 out of our cash stash and put that into the piñata. Put it in my hand. There's 20. Like I said, we didn't make it to the bank this week.
Pretty thin. I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's 30, 40, 45, 50. There's a lot of singles in there. I want to know what he's doing with all those singles. It folded funny too. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 70. This is 75. 80. One more, Papa Jim, one more. 81. Let's count it again. So we got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81. I'm going to divide this into two little deals so we can shove it into our piñata without ripping it.
Feed me!
Feed me! Feed me, country mama, feed me now. Boop. Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to do this just for DeGirlie and her mom. If we end up going to Mount Rushmore and we're going to make a little house on the prairie stop, I'm going to make it a goal to find a Target little house on the prairie dress so I can take pictures in it just for your mother, DeGirlie. That's kind of an inside joke. There it is. Just doing that cupcake there, Papa Jim.
Sure that the money went all the way in.
So, if we go to Mount Rushmore and we can find some little house on the prairie things to do, I'm going to find one of those god-awful Target little house on the prairie dresses. I'm going to dress in it. We'll take some pictures just for Ann from the Ann Lynn Show.
What do you mean, little house on the prairie dresses? I mean, like what the girls wore, or mom?
Yes, there is a fashion trend that started out not like the mom, because the mom always had great dresses. There was a fashion trend. Grace and Fire says, "Woot woot! Papa Jim needs one too."
What?
I don't know if we can talk him into getting in one of those dresses.
No, but I would think about going like Pa Ingalls, or what's his name,
or Almanzo.
Almanzo, like that type of era. I'm into that.
And blue jeans with just the nice cotton shirt.
Jeans. I'm talking about
boots with the straps.
Yeah, I'm talking about the authentic jeans, where they button and they've got the suspenders that button
suspenders.
To it. Yeah, and I probably know where I can go get that kind of stuff too.
All we have to do is we can just go to the Amish community. You can get all your Amish clothing, and that would be just fine. So Grace and Fire wants everybody to know she did the Target dress challenge. I did not do the Target dress challenge. I've yet to actually lay physical eyes on a Target dress.
Now, is this Target dress? Is it? Oh, I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah, it's very bad. It's a very, very homely, very plain calico dress. No, I don't. I had one that we wore to a wedding that was custom made for me. Yeah. But the pigs ate it. The one that we had for the wedding up in Julian.
Oh yeah, the one I was all in like.
He was like a gambler in a saloon.
Yeah.
I was like a country girl, and I caught him drinking out of a flask, and I shook my finger at him, and then I took it and I drank it. We got some great fun pictures out of that. Show him the men that participate in the Target dress challenge. Yogi, what's with the $20 there? I don't know what that stands for. You tell me what that stands for. So that's it, I guess, for today, guys. I'm going to start working on editing a video, hoping that we have internet long enough to last for me to edit a video so we can show you guys our snowstorm that blew through last night. And I'm not kidding. They closed down the interstates. They closed things down. Kids had no school yesterday before the storm even hit. They closed the interstate down. And I know I was speaking with Lisa over at Yogi Hall, and she goes, "That's crazy to shut the school down. You guys get snow all the time." It's not the snow. It's the blowing snow. Yeah. That's the problem when it becomes like blizzard conditions.
I mean, literally, the snow was horizontal.
Yeah. And it was a real fine
30
snow.
30 miles an hour.
Not big. It wasn't big, beautiful snowflakes. It was a really fine snow. And you remember those Etch-a-Sketches that you turn them upside down and all of the little sand would go? In between the door and the screen is where a lot of snow has blown in between, and it's got a 4-foot like a Etch-a-Sketch pattern in there. It's really cool.
Crazy.
It's just weird to look out and just see that weird snow piled up against the house like that. The chickens and the turkeys and the ducks did not know what to do this morning. I noticed I fed them. They ate a little bit and then they went right back in the coop. They were not having any of it.
But
do 20%. No, 10. 10, it's not enough. Do 20% of what, Yossi?
But now there's not a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely blue.
Blue skies, lots of sunshine. Got some great video
really
of our power lines like misting. It's really strange.
Let's see where our temperature
What is the temperature today right now, Papa Jim?
Right now. Let's see here. We're supposed to
do
be
20%, no 10. 10, it's not enough in 20s. Hey, Blue Pixie, welcome. Red Road loves our sock monkey mugs. My sister gave us these for Christmas in 2015, and I just love them. Grace and Fire is supposed to get slammed. You know what's really good about this cocoa today? Sugar-free peppermint syrup in it.
So it is 12 degrees. Feels like 3 degrees.
So at least we're above zero right now. I can't say that happened earlier.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get down to actual temperature of 0 degrees tonight. But it's supposed to get cold.
It's going to get cold. Hairball. Sorry. I do want to tell you guys, I do have the next several weeks for our piñata stuffing set up for 2 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. However, next week, we're going to come on earlier. I will reschedule it for a time earlier than 2 o'clock, so watch for your notifications for that. We're going to have our piñata stuffing little party, and then Papa Jim and I are hopping in the car, and we're going somewhere. It's not part of our plan. It's not coming out of our trip fund, but we are having a date day. It is something amazing that I found yesterday, and I impulsively hit the button to buy tickets. So we're going to go do something fun next weekend. And that means we have to bail out of here early. What day is that?
What day?
Where it's negative 14.
Thursday. So
Okay.
this Thursday coming up, the high is -2 degrees. That's the high, -2. The night is -14, and it's going to have 10-mile-an-hour winds. And the daytime is supposed to have 10 to 15-mile-an-hour winds, which means the wind chills are going to
make it a little more chilly around here.
Anyway, so what did you say? What are we doing? Can you tell them what we're doing? Or
No, we're not saying what we're doing. You're going to have to
but it's
know we're doing something
it's
fun.
kind of a day thing or a one-day deal.
Yeah.
And it's not really super far away. So.
No, so we're going to go to it, enjoy it. We will vlog it. We'll take lots of footage. If we can get a good signal, we might go live while we're there just to show you. Cool. That would be fun.
Yeah.
But if not, we'll take lots of good footage and we'll turn it into a vlog. I saw this and I said, that's it. We have to do this. And Papa Jim said, it's going to be cold where we're going because it's going to be probably colder than where we are right now, as cold as it is here. And I said, I know. He goes, you're not going to be happy. I said, I know, but I want to at least say that I did it. I have a new motto that I shared with Papa Jim this morning. It is something that I saw. I'm going to start hashtagging it on my videos. I'm going to start using it in my videos because it is one of the neatest mottos that I've seen in the longest time.
What
and
is it?
What's a motto?
No, what is the motto?
Nothing's a motto with me. What's a motto with you?
I'm not dumb. I'm numb.
You're dumb. That's not the motto. I'm not dumb. I'm numb. The motto is, life is short. Waste it wisely. Mm-hmm. And I really liked that when I saw that. I think it's from a song. Is it from a song? Like when I say song?
Is it from a song?
I've been watching Mrs. Swan too much.
I thought it was from a song. Is it one where it said...
Save a horse, ride a cowboy?
No, buy dirt.
Oh, buy dirt. I'll have to look at the lyrics. I don't know that that's in the lyrics.
See, I'm the kind of guy that I have to have noise to sleep, which is kind of crazy because we moved out in the middle of the country. But growing up and stuff, we've always lived. So I listen to the radio real low, and I like the country music, and so these songs will play while you're sleeping, and so it's probably.
And I just lay there and I can't sleep because it's loud enough that I can still hear it. But I don't think that's in that song. I will look up the lyrics to that song and see if that's in the lyrics. But life is short, waste it wisely. You think that deserves some money? Let me grab into my little change purse because that deserves some coinage. So here goes another 25 cents into our total. 50 cents into our total. Another quarter makes 75 cents into our total. And a penny for your thoughts.
Whoop.
Into the total. How much do we have? Ooh.
So I was thinking.
Yeah, that change is starting to add up. If you guys watch, I did a coffee chat, and now we've done 2 weeks of putting money in. You should be able to add it all up and know what's in here.
So just to get deep for a second,
We're going to get deep.
Have you ever thought of really a lifetime, but in overall time, that like literally when I was born, my great grandfather lived in the Western era.
Yeah.
1865. My grandfather was born in 1900 something. And so, you think about that, you think, God, the Western days are so far away.
And they're really not.
It's not.
They're really not.
No, I mean, what do we got? 21? So, I mean, I remember in 1976, that was a 200.
21?
Huh? 1976. No.
Why'd you say 21?
No, because I'm thinking of 2021 was last year.
Oh, okay.
But 1976 to 1776, I remember somewhere in LA or whatever, they painted on the dam.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, on the 91 freeway, it says 1776 for the bicentennial.
Bicentennial. And that was like 200 years. And I mean, really, that's...
We're a young country. We're watching Catherine the Great. And we're learning about Catherine the Great. And really, that really wasn't that long ago. When you think about it.
I was thinking with today's medicine and my high level of income, I could live to be 165.
I know
that's from a movie.
That's from a movie too. Oh, that's from
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Sorry, $20 for the challenge. What do you want me to do with $20 for the challenge, OC? Let me scroll up and see if I've missed something. $20 for the challenge. Are you saying that somebody needs to give Papa Jim $20 so that we can get him a dress from Target so he can do the dress challenge and we'll buy him a dress for $20?
Are you telling me guys are wearing dresses?
Only the pretty ones.
No. If I'm going to wear anything, it's going to be a kilt. Because I want a kilt from my, what do you call it?
Your heritage?
My heritage.
He might end up with a kilt if I have anything to do about it. The dress is about $30, but Grace, remember, Grace and Fire, I'm going to be doing that challenge. I might find it for less than $30. Might be finding it for less. He still doesn't know what we're doing. I haven't told him. I made my friend Pinky swear over the internet that she was going to do that with me. So if we end up in Branson, we're going to do something fun. So they're saving their money in their pretzel jar. Anybody else? I want to hear about it. If you're going to do the piñata challenge, if you're going to start saving money for something fun, I'd like to know about it because this has been fun so far. I have no idea how much is in there because I'm not keeping track.
Absolutely.
I think by the end of the day, I might be able to remember how much we put in today because they were pretty simple numbers. But I don't remember what we put in last week.
Well, I know what we put in today.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'll remember it at the end of the day.
Remember what?
Remember what? All right. In this challenge, $10 is not enough. It's true. It's not enough. That's why we got the 2 wheels. So we'll be adding to it for 26 weeks, Yossi. This piñata will be stuffed every week For 26 weeks, I even have spots on the wheel that say double. So if the double would have come up today, we would have had to double the $81. I don't know that we would have had enough money in the money bag to put in there this week if it would have doubled, because we couldn't make it to the bank. So, but that's the thing. If we get enough money to go to our destination, we might really be scrimping it. It might be where we're like coasting in on fumes and eating leftovers out of the trash can, but we're going to do it. Or it might be that we've got enough where we're going to be able to rent a really nice B&B, have a really nice dinner, go to a show, who knows what.
We could actually take and fold the seats down in your Dirty Gertie and sleep in the back of it.
We could sleep in the back of Dirty Gertie. We could camp. Ooh, that might be something fun to do. We might do that as a challenge. We might boondock in a Walmart parking lot in the back of my Dirty Gertie car.
We could take and
we'll get an air mattress.
No, we'll just get that memory foam where we can roll it up. But I don't know. We'll have to get it cut to size because it's not.
We'll just get a big one, and we'll take my electric knife and we'll just cut it to size.
Cut what? Air mattress?
No, a foam pad. Silly. I think that might be something fun to do.
That would be fun to do.
We did think, and we might still consider this. I don't know. We did think about maybe skipping our first trip and taking the money that we save in the CUPCAKE this time and using it as a down payment on a small travel trailer. And that way, when we have our trips to do, we won't have to be getting hotel rooms and B&Bs and stuff like that. We'll just take a tiny little, I really love the little retro travel trailers by Gulfstream right now.
It's really a toss-up because there's pluses and minuses on both sides of it. You know, it's nice to have the convenience of a travel trailer, but in turn, or on the other side of it, you've got extra fuel costs. You've got the payment on it.
I'm not driving, towing anything.
Yeah, the maintenance. You've got storage. You know, I'd have to put it in my workshop because of the winters, and so there's a lot. But it's something that we did have trailers in the past. And we had a fifth wheel at one time.
Yeah.
And I do miss it now that it's really truly the two of us. We can get away with a little trailer. And so these little vintage trailers are really cute. I mean, they really are. And so, I don't know. You never know what I do. I might get a wild hair and
we might find one for cheap and maybe renovate it, or we might get the one that we truly, truly want, which is about $23,000.
Yeah,
but it's so adorable.
I've been known to do some.
He's been known to pull the trigger on some crazy deals.
Yeah.
So, but you know, the other hand of that, now we got three hands in the deal, is, you know, I like the idea of finding unique places to stay, little bed and breakfasts, unique little hotels. You know, some of the best places we've stayed at have just been little hole in the wall, little dumps that you just don't expect to turn out to be such gems.
But they have campgrounds like that too.
They have campgrounds like that too.
They got campgrounds that at nighttime you got kids that run around, and you know, if you have to do a report on your laptop, you can go sit in the bathroom. And
they also have campgrounds where somebody's children will do prank 911 calls and the police show up.
That's true. That's real life stuff. I was thinking more of hitting rocks with a stick and stuff. What's that from?
That's from RV.
Right.
We love to quote movies and movie things around here.
Yes.
Hello, go Homestead. Okay, Yossi, I understand what you're saying. We might bump it up to $20 instead of 10. I get you now. But remember, he doesn't know what that is. So he doesn't know he's completely in the dark. He's completely in the dark. So so I think that's all we've added to our CUPCAKE for today. That's all we've added to our little bank today. Little Harley has pretty much given up the fact that he's not getting any treats.
Yeah,
he's zoned out. He's a little dejected. He really thought he was getting some treats during the live today. And but we've enjoyed having our cocoa with you. We've enjoyed stopping in just to say hello real quick. And thank you for giving us some thoughts. Grace and Fire sent me the information on the winery. But I think what I need to do is over the next couple of weeks, I need to map out the routes to different locations. I think we might even add Chicago on there.
You know,
I think we might add Chicago on there if we do a train.
Stay the night in Chicago, or stay 2 nights in Chicago, and then come around and come back. honestly, with the cost of fuel and stuff, it's probably not going to be that much different, and we don't have to drive.
Right. Or if we want to be very adventurous, I don't know that I want to.
Ride horses?
No. I'd almost prefer it, but it is an option. We could go up to the little airport north of us, and it's a little airport where you get in the little puddle jumpers,
I'm good.
and we could fly to Chicago and back.
Why do I not want to fly out of the airport?
Because it's the airport where Buddy Holly died.
Yep. I mean, I love to fly. I mean, some people get nervous. I really don't. I mean, if it's my time, it's my time. But that airport kind of scares me a little bit.
My mom and dad used to fly out of that airport all the time, and it used to just scare me because I always used to think, La Bamba, that's where Richie Valens died. You know, we need to do a vlog on that. I think we'll do a vlog on that one of these times. When it's warmer, I think we'll take you guys to the Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper crash site and show you the monument that's been built there, so you can see that. We've lived out here several years. I've never trekked out there to do that, but we need to do that.
But literally, it's the town that's about 30-something miles.
Yeah.
So.
But they have little airplanes, and they go either to Chicago or they go to St. Louis, Missouri. So we could fly. But I don't like the little planes.
Yeah.
I just don't like the little planes.
No, I'm not a big plane guy. So I mean, as far as little planes, I like the big planes. You know, if I'm gonna be in a little plane, I almost want to be the pilot because I know.
And he's flown a plane.
I've flown a plane.
He's not a pilot,
No.
but he did stay the night at a Holiday Inn Express.
I did fly the plane. Yeah, one of the guys I worked with, he was a pilot, and so we rented a plane, and we're flying along, and he goes, all right. He goes, well, you think you want to try flying this? And I said, I don't know. And he goes, we better. Sits back, lights a cigarette, and let's go over everything. And so I'm over here, and so I'm shaking so much that you control with your feet, and you control the stick. Well, I'm shaking so much, my feet are shaking. The plane's doing this bit.
Grace and Fire, I've flown in private jets and planes. That's a whole experience in itself. I've not been in a helicopter. I'm afraid I might get sick, but that's one thing I haven't done.
How come the pilots only have parachutes?
I don't know. Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to do some research on some different locations. If you guys think of anything, like I said, maybe within 700 miles of Des Moines, Iowa, you hear of something, let me know. We might even go to the Mississippi River and do a little riverboat cruise for a day.
Huh.
That might be something to plan as well.
Or maybe a tandem kayak.
We won't be doing a tandem kayak. We've already done that.
That's
a whole nother story. All right, guys. Bye, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really excited that we put a little bit more money towards our trip coming up. So thank you for joining us as we stuff the cupcake. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. See you next week. Earlier time. Don't forget. All right, guys. Bye-bye.